What are the pluses and minuses of being educated? All right, hello everyone. I'm Thomas and welcome to my channel. I do primarily educational materials, hopefully not any educational kind of materials that you might get from your government-owned run schools, so on. But I do mainly videos, books, and articles and courses. One of my specialties is this Tree of Life, which you may recognize as the Hebrew Kabbalah, and you may think it's an evil creation because it's used by people in the Kabbalah, and you'd probably be half right, but it has another side of it too, and I'm trying to present that side in these videos. The Tree of Life, as you can see, has 10 circles, numbered 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then there is an applied circle or sphere called the abyss, and then there's a 0 above the tree, for a total of 12 different categories, which are generally looked at as our 12 faculties of consciousness. We've got our animal consciousness here, domestic consciousness, what we're getting in the home growing up, imitation, memorization, imitation, receptivity. This is our public, real world consciousness. This is how to believe in what the experts tell you. And then this is our imaginative faculty, our creative spark, inspiration. It's for people who kind of saw what's going on in here and saw it to be lacking, and so they came over here and tried to invent or make an artistic product that kind of was an alternative to this. Then we move up here to the 6th sphere, which is our free will faculty, our ability to pay attention and to make decisions. These two have to do with the natural law. This is the enforcement of the natural law, karma, our sense of justice. And then this is our sense of law, our law and order, and also universal love, universal language. Then the abyss here is our psychic powers, our ability to tune into, recognize, and act upon omens. This triangle here is our divine faculties within, omnipotence, all-powerful, omniscience, all-knowing, and omnipresence, all present eternally. And then the 0 above the tree is a total mystery, and it represents nothingness. So that's just kind of the short version here. What I've done with my my model of the tree is I've basically fractalized it. So I've taken the whole tree, which many of the so-called experts will tell you, you can use the tree to break down anything. So you can put it on this cup of coffee and it will break it down into its 12 categories. So what I've done is I've applied a tree in miniature onto each one of the spheres. So I've broken it down into 12, 12, 12, 12 separate categories, a total of 144 separate categories. And if you'd like me to send you a list of those 144 separate categories, which I call the fractal faculties or stages of life, just click the link below and I'll rush you out a free copy. And that way you can use it to help you learn this, especially in conjunction with the videos that I'm doing. So click the link below and get a free copy of that. Now today I'm looking at the question, what are the pluses and minuses of being edumacated? And that corresponds to stage number 29. So stage number 29 is right here in the A sphere, and it's the 6th fractal of the A sphere. So the A sphere is about our belief systems, our logical faculty, the expert opinion, the institutions. And then the 6th sphere within that, the 6th sphere is our free will faculty, our ability to pay attention and to make decisions. And so that within this leads to this stage, which is called paradigm training. So stage number 29, paradigm training, is about the prevailing worldview and restraining its influence upon us. Our experts give us the conventional wisdom, the consensus worldview, the paradigms for us to believe in. That's just the way it is. Stuck in the paradigm, truth becomes just a matter of convenience, crowding out the alternatives like musical chairs. In the canon, in the paradigm, they use only perfect diction. By definition, the paradigm is a cool place to relax, to hide. The pressure is low, where the canon gets a free pass and complete deference. By believing the paradigms, the powers that be using us like tokens, giving us the freedom to choose between their prodding and their poking. They regulate the chemical imbalance in your brain, the mercury and fluoride in your mouth, and give us better living through chemtrails. The noble effort to block out the evil sun. Everybody knows how great it is. Hide behind the paradigms. The white man's burden, white man's disease, the Euclidean universe. I feel so much better after that hearty meal. The school books can't be wrong. The news can't be wrong, even if it disagrees with my personal experience and common sense. There is no use getting out of step with the system. We'll lose our jobs. We'll be called nuts and conspiracy theorists. Just stay in our lanes and believe in gender independence, carbon taxes, the epicycle, the continent of Europe, human objectivity, bread, butter, potatoes, and meat as food staples. You mean glue, right? Staple your stomach, that is. Hide safely under the second shell of the curved bell, where cartoons are continuity, consensus is community, dabbling is devotion, de rigueur is discipline, decadence is descent, 2 workshops is mastery, and trial and error is to a T. Where cooking is culture, heresy is lampooned, and hearsay approved and accepted as truth without evidence. Dumb us down into the second shell of the curvy bell. We elitist intellectuals are now under attack by rank amateurs doing research. I've never even heard of him. He's irrelevant until I see a peer-pressured peer-reviewed study. I don't have time for every hack and quack, nor the energy to check up on everyone's off-the-cuff theory, unless, of course, proffered by our sponsors. I still care about the truth, though. After we spent our whole lives in hypotheticals and speculations, and now comes this guy who actually has a real job questioning our theory? The nerve! We want to be resting on our historical laurels where academic truth is a matter of convenience. So, never bring it up if it doesn't fit with the paradigm, the talking points, or you'll be weird and unstable all of a sudden. Because the reality is just too much. I can't go there right now. Too much truth there right now. Too much truth. Too uncomfortable. Too much negativity. I won't check it out because what if it is true? I would lose face. I couldn't handle it. Now, what were you saying about too much negativity? Because what if it is true? A big buzzkill. Einstein and Shakespeare are the pillars of the great. But what's my boundary of permissible debate? Of responsible complaint? How far can I go before they just about faint? And they scream, "That's impossible! That's irresponsible!" The powers that be have been proven to have forked tongues, yet we still help them achieve their evil outcomes, Stockholm style. The paradigm cultivates useful idiots for Agendas 21 and 2030 at this time. Whenever it is, it will not be fun at the end of the line if we don't debunk their elitist paradigms. Coke or Pepsi, Republicrats or Democrats, just poles of opposames. Keep the natives tame, hide the source of blame, censor us from fame, and give us a bad name, unless we play the game in their booby-trapped domain, the paradigm, giving you the answers and covering up the questions, crowding out the alternatives like musical chairs. Keep in mind that consensus is not truth. Censorship is not proof that a belief system is really true. A token search for truth. You see their blank faces, giving you the answers, covering up the questions. Paradigms are pierced by anomalies. Hint, hint. All right, that is stage number 29, the paradigm training. And that is the 6th fractal within the A sphere. So now stay tuned for future videos where I do the other 143 fractal faculties. I've actually done a few dozen of them so far, a couple dozen, and I'll be rolling them out on a steady and hopefully fairly quick basis here in the next months. There's many other topics that I choose to cover that will also be interspersed with these Tree of Life videos. But if you'd like one of those lists of the 144 fractal faculties, click the link below and I'll send you out a free copy. Also, like, share, and subscribe, and have a beautiful day, and stay tuned for future videos.